Hey, this is Jack from Alpha Charts with a stocks to watch video. Today is May 28th, 2023. Before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. And I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. Also, if you don't follow me on Twitter, it's at AlphaCharts365. And just a quick little plug for my super follow group, or so what do you get for the super follow group, right? So it's $10 a month, and it's an educational service and idea generation with the stated goal of keeping you on the right side of the market and in the best names possible. It's built for everybody, but but I think people that get the most out of it is actually the people that work full time outside the house. Basically, I'm doing a lot of the research for you, and again, it's your trades, but I help create the ideas for the trades. We do Sunday videos like the stocks to watch. I do a special one just for them that's a little bit more involved, a lot more involved actually. I do midweek video. I write a market note on Sundays and Thursdays. Again, Tuesdays my midweek video. I share scans every single night for idea generation. Numerous charts throughout the week that I only submit to the group, as well as anything else that I see in the markets. So if you're interested in something like this, if you go to Twitter at AlphaCharts365 and then go ahead and click the subscribe button, and that's how you get there. Okay. Let's get to some charts today, though. I'm using Deep View as my charting platform today, and I use it for my scanning as well. And we'll start with the SPX, and we're still in this broadening formation now. Again, we're at 41, basically 40, 4120 or 420 in the SPY, and so it's right near the expected, we'll call it breakout area. It's like right there, right? So it's in the zone. So the question is, does it continue higher or does things fall apart? Supposedly there is a deal on the debt ceiling, but it still has to go through Congress, and I think things get wonky and when that happens. So we'll see how that all kind of shakes out, and if it's a buy the rumor, sell the news type of situation, or if this is just kind of zooms higher. Many people think that the debt ceiling thing will be, cause the market to zoom higher. I don't want to make any interpretations before that, because what you think the market's going to do doesn't always or necessarily ever really do what we think, right? So I was to say, I'm still in a very cautious mode in this market. Let's just put it that way. All right. So I have about 10 names or so for you today. And the first one is going to be Okta. So here's Okta, and you could see, let's get some of my tools out over here. And you see it has this nice little area right there. Kind of maybe needs a little bit of time here, but overall, I like it against this kind of resistance area. Next up is CDNS, Cadence Design. It got a little ahead of itself. I had 10% up day, followed by almost 2%. But it's obviously very extended. So, this is one that you have to kind of wait to come back. Maybe it comes back all the way to 218. We don't know that for sure. But on a organized pullback, I think that this could be a potential buy. I do like how this had lower volume comparatively to these down days right here. Very organized here. So I'm looking for something more like this, maybe into these moving averages. Sentinel-1 S. Oops, I went Sentinel-1. Where are you? Sentinel-1. There you are. All right, Sentinel-1. So this has that kind of that bottoming look to it. Where can we manage risk? So it's like right here, really. So it's trying to break out. It may come back, right? Maybe a little extended. I wouldn't be shocked if it comes back. Maybe holds us its 200-day, maybe holds the 9-day, but it gives the time for these moving averages to really catch up. So watch for that pullback and then potentially the breakout, right? Something in lines of this and then that, right? That's what we're kind of looking for. Next up will be Frog. This is JFrog. Again, still kind of basing here, right? This is the bigger base. But you see how it popped up and then kind of moved sideways. Again, these moving averages are starting to catch up again. It did, go up and get above this. So I wouldn't be totally surprised if it comes up into this other pink area above it, right? That would be $26 or so. That'd be about a 10% move, 12% move. It's not a bad move. If it can continue higher. Next up will be SYM. This is symbiotic. So this was the prior all-time high, and then you see how it kind of failed there and then bounced around, and now we're at absolute all-time highs and good amount of accumulation showing up in this one. It looks like a strong trend. Again, I would try to buy it closer, maybe the $32, $33, something like that, back into the moving averages if we get that pullback. And that's a problem this week. A lot of things are very extended, right? Like this is something that interests me, is more maybe actionable because you see how it's organized, pulling back on slightly lower volume and right into the moving averages. So if you're wrong, you're wrong quickly and the risk reward is really good, or you can wait for the traditional breakout as well. So that's, how you want to play it. But I do like that this is an organized pullback so far. That was GLBE. DraftKings GKNG is next. Again, you could kind of see how it kind of flagged, popped higher. Now it's flagging again, so I can, do a very similar thing, right? And again, a break of the trend line, and I think that you could be long this name. Love how it's pulling back again on lighter volume, right? You guys can see this right here. I mean, it's a positive, right? And there's no guarantees that this is going to be a winner, but that's a positive to show that the sellers don't want to sell, right? Palo Alto Network, again, it's extended for sure, but it looks great. So I would expect it maybe to come back, maybe to this 203, maybe 200-ish area, 202, somewhere in there, and then potentially start. Could take a week or two though, right? So you got to be patient. Couple semiconductor names. Semiconductors were really hot last week. And you see that this is Applied Materials, AMAT, and it broke out, came back, retested the moving averages, and now is going much higher, right? So I think, at this point, we have to watch for, some sort of pullback and then, move higher, right? That's the expectation, right? Pull back into moving averages. So again, it may take a week or so, it may be the end of the week before this really can hit. But I think it's gonna, be a solid if you get a good entry. That's the important thing. Good entry. And the last one I have for you today is ETN. Again, it's out to, is it all-time highs? Yeah, look at that. All-time highs. There's nothing wrong with all-time highs, right? And you can see how this area was kind of important for a long time. And that looks really good. Again, extended for sure, right? It was only 3%, gap, but it was 5% the day before. So I'd wait for some sort of pullback and then move higher like that. Okay. So that's how, nice accumulation too. And that's just how I would potentially play it. Again, beautiful looking cup and handle as well. You kind of, if I draw it out for you like this, there's your cup. And then there's your, your handle was, something like that, and now it's popped up. So nice cup and handle, looks pretty good to move higher. So that's what I got for you today. Let me know which ones you guys liked. If you're interested in my super follow group, catch me on Twitter at AlphaCharts365. Hope that you all are doing well, enjoying your long weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.